It's New Year's Day. Well, let's start it. Let's start this. Happy New Year! How's it going? Um, I gotta tell you, YouTube's back to its old crap. As of yesterday's live stream, they're back to making them not suitable for all advertisers and making me request a review. So, folks, the same bull crap from BoobTube. Okay. It means that these videos, after they go live, after they're shut down, they may go into privacy mode until YouTube pulls its head out. I have no idea. It was lovely, but it was lovely during the holidays because they never said, "Oh no, it's not suitable." It's like, "Yeah, give me the ad revenue. Give me the ad revenue." That was YouTube. Now holidays are over and they're going to squeeze everybody because nobody wants to spend advertising dollars in the holidays or in the new year. This is why I always take January off because I work just as hard for half the ad revenue. So I just don't bother, right? And it's not because I don't want to be with you guys. I'm here. I'm going to be here every day, right? So let me say hello and then get myself onto top chat. Betty Randall, Chevy Ford Dodge, Elizabeth Kegley, Glory 1958, Jane darling, Doris darling, Debbie darling, Lori Love Fleur the Flower, Margaret Jabelinski, Michelle Stark, Semwa, Stephen, Suzette Sandboard, Terry White, and I saw a Virginia, but I missed it. Okay, so let's go over to my pop out, the chat. Bring it on back over here. Live chat. I am on live chat. Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? How's it going? Hi, Nana. Virginia, how are you, darling? So, yeah, we're back. We're back to BoobTube being BoobTube again. You know, they don't miss a trick. They really don't. Yesterday's live stream is now in review. Hi, everybody. Now, we're not going to talk about the crap that's going on in the world. We're only going to talk about the things we can do about it. Okay? That's just the way life should be right now, right? Found 50 milligrams CBD doing fine. Oh, that's wonderful. Mary Jane Weeds. Why what, Stephen? Why? Let me tell you a little bit about the BoobTube, okay? They run on ad revenue. Everything they do is to get money, okay? I get a little tiny piece. Of the money I make for them, I get a little tiny piece, okay? And most of it is based on ad revenue. Now think about it. October, November, December, really, really busy months. It actually starts falling off in mid-December because everybody, all the advertisers or all the companies that want to sell or want their advertising on YouTube are going, me, put it. And YouTube, is just flooded with with companies wanting advertising on YouTube. So YouTube is so busy going, yeah, giving everybody ad revenue that they're not going, oh, well, yours isn't good enough today, right? They just gave it everybody because it was the holidays and they had more more than they had slots to fill it. That's why nobody ever said, check your YouTube for ad revenue now because it's not suitable for all advertisers. What that means is, okay, you're not important enough. It's January and we're getting a little bit of ad revenue because nobody wants to spend any money on ad revenue in January because there's nobody buying anything in January. They can't afford to. So why buy ad revenue on the crappiest month of the year? So what little ad revenue that YouTube gets, they put it out to their bigger channels. So guess what? When I finish a live stream, they go, oh, you're not suitable for all advertisers. Then I request a review and I wait. It's back to the good old things, right? Hey, Rhonda, how's it going? Les Brooks. Danoof, where's Danoof? Happy New Year. And oh, it's a good new year. It's going to be wonderful. Let me tell you something. I stepped on a new page today, right? I told you I was going to do more home economics videos. I'm doing them. It's not just about food. I am going to do budget videos again. So folks who want me to help them with their budget. Now, I'm not a professional, but if you want help with your budget, I can do that. And I've done it before, where somebody would send me, and of course I wouldn't use your real name or any of that stuff, but somebody would send me their income, all of their bills, right down to absolutely everything that they spend money on. And then I would go over it in video and create a budget for them. I would use a different name, of course, right? So I'm going to be doing that. But guess what I started off the new year doing? I put in my own taillight. Yes, I did. Remember the taillight I got for Christmas? I put it in. Well, Howie filmed. I said to Howie, I'm going to film you putting in my taillight. He said, why don't I film you putting in the taillight? I said, really? He said, it's not hard, Bev. You just got to know, your way around a vehicle, which they're paying, they want us taking our vehicles in and spending $220 or $30 on replacing a taillight, right? Instead of spending $65 on the taillight and doing it yourself. I did that. And yes, it's a video. Tomorrow, I put in my own taillight. This is, don't look at my hair. This is the new year for me. All right. I'm focusing more on home economics this year. I'm going to do regular videos, right? But I'm going to focus more on home economics this year because this year people are going to need it more, right? Things look okay right now, but they're not going to stay that way for long. Know what I mean? And this, my fan is falling apart at the bottom. Give me a second. I gotta fix my fan. There we go. Well, I don't want to bend it. I just wanted the knob. There we go. So, hey, here's Johnny Kyson. How's it going? Ribby! Hey, question, okay? What's the question? Hi, sweetheart. Raph and Christelle really wanted Nat and I to go up and visit today, but I just had too many things on the slop. I've got beef stew on the wood stove. And I should have made a video out of it because what I'm not paying for the electricity in the crock pot or on the burner or in the oven, because it's cooking on the wood stove. You just got to start earlier. Stephen, you said you had a question. Yoda, do you ever end up getting any revenue from the live streams? Oh, yeah, some, right? But what happens is after the live stream is over, they go, now that it's New Year's, right? It's a new year. They go, oh, your live stream is not suitable for all advertisers. Request a review. And then you go, yes, my revenue, my video's not, it doesn't have harmful talk. We're not talking about firearms or blah, 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 right? Click that all them boxes off and then hit request review. And they can take anywhere from 30 minutes to 30 hours to 30 days to decide, oh yeah, your video's fine. So what happens is you're getting this firsthand education. This is stuff people don't talk about. Okay. So what happens is after the review or like after the live stream, If they mark it not suitable for all advertisers and they take 12 hours to give me to mark it as suitable for advertising, those 12 hours are the most important hours of a video. Why? Because it's fresh. People want to see it now. They don't want to see it 12 hours from now. So what they do is they go, it's not suitable. And those first 1,500 or so views, I get less than half the advertising revenue from. So that's why I mark it. As soon as they go, oh, it's not suitable, I go, piss on you. And I mark it private. And then when they go, oh yeah, it's okay, then I go public. You're not, they're just making you jump through hoops. They make you jump through hoops for every penny. Oh, you're canning beef vegetable soup today. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, I get some revenue, but it's, and of course it's the first of the month, which means my Patreon is, my whole, I think it's $169 a month coming from Patreon, right? But every month, 2 or 3 people go, just before it's time to take the money, they go, oh, I don't want to be a patron anymore. But they've gotten an entire month's worth of, heads up for live streams and all that stuff. Thing is I announced a giveaway this morning. So those people who buggered off on the Patreon aren't going to get their extra lots, because for every person who's a patron, for instance, for every patron that I have, right, I'm going to be doing I'm doing a giveaway. You all saw that, right? I'm doing the giveaway. And for a patron, okay, say I have a patron who gives me $1 a month, right? Well, they get to comment. And if when they comment on that video, they say, I'm a patron, I actually go back into Patreon and go, oh yeah, you're a patron for $1 a month. You get one extra pull in the draw. If you're $5 a month, you get 5 extra, right? So, people were pulling out last night of Patreon, and this morning it was like, oh, I'm doing a giveaway. Oops, sorry, you're going to be limited to the one draw of your comment. It's New Year's. I'm a little bit testy, but I'm okay. Andrew, Happy New Year, darling. Hubby's disabled, so if anything needs done, my daughter and I do it. I'm 73 and she is 50. It is what it is. Well, yeah, but remember we were talking about marriage, how over time, when you're together with somebody, you start chipping off pieces of yourself that you don't use anymore, because your partner fills in those gaps. This is how when you get married and they say you cleave unto your wife, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes years, right? Well, it dawned on me, thank God for Howard, because it dawned on me. I said, okay, I'm going to film you doing the taillight. And he goes, well, why don't I film you doing the taillight? It's not hard. I went, really? And so I've made a decision that I'm actually going to help him out in the shop, because his shoulder's buggered up. So if he needs help with like sanding, well, okay, I'm all buggered up too, but I'm going to go out and do a little bit of work with my husband occasionally. You want to see that on video? Let me know. It's your 75th birthday today, Marilyn. Happy birthday to you. And my cousin Diane. She's, I believe, 83 today, and I've got to phone her after this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marilyn. Happy birthday to you. Mwah! And many more. Happy New Year. Hey, Siege. Happy New Year, Bev. I know you're doing a wonderful giveaway, but for anyone else, I just picked up seeds at Dollar Store, 4 for $1. I get most of my herbs from there, as well as flowers, spinach, and beans. Yeah, I go into Giant Tiger when they're 3 for $1, or the Dollar Store. But our Dollar Store isn't really a dollar store. Okay. So he puts up the Mackenzie seeds and charges full price. So I'm hoping um, maybe tomorrow I'll go in to see if the Dollarama or the Dollar Trees are open in Ottawa. But yeah, check your dollar stores for seeds, but be careful. Bigger seeds like beans and stuff, 9 times out of 10, half the seeds in it are broken, right? So, well, of course I will enjoy working with a Melody Ray. It's not the first time. My husband's been a body man our entire marriage. 30, he's been a body man for 29 years. Okay? 20 almost 29 years. It'll be 29 years this summer. So, do I need more seeds? No, Stephen. Not unless you want me to give them away. Okay? Because I have been overwhelmed with people's generosity. I just want to share it. There's no way I'm going to use all those seeds. Like I could go, "Ooh, look at all these seeds." I'd be like Scrooge McDuck in the gold. That's the way I feel about seeds. But the truth is, I don't grow corn. I don't grow peas. Nobody here eats. So, I mean, what's the point of me keeping everything that I couldn't possibly grow in my lifetime, right? Hey, Sue Bass, Happy New Year. Agnitska! Agnitska, thank you so much. I had to hide all that chocolate from Howard. I had to take it all out, put it in a bag, and put it in the freezer because he kept going after those Apollo bars. Ooh. Doris Artman, so can I get an extra entry if I join Patreon today? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. You know why? Because that's you. I know who you are. I get real tired of people joining Patreon and then going, oh, there's no giveaway. There hasn't been a giveaway in a couple of months. Oh, well, right? So, yeah. Happy New Year, Sue. And Steve, okay, well, then don't tease. Don't tease Steven. Because people send me stuff. Guys, I'm not a hoarder. I could be if I really, let myself go. But I have ideas. I may be turning 57 next week or the week after or whatever it's going to be. But I've got ideas that my life is still going to go forward in so many different ways. Hey, Christelle! Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're there. I'm sorry we couldn't come out today, honey, but I just really needed to kind of sit down and do dick today. You know what I mean? I got my stew on the wood stove. I put a tail. Well, so I really didn't do dick today. I put a taillight in my truck, and that only took me 10 minutes. Okay, you're getting a 5-minute video for just because we were talking, and there was one point there at the end where I said, okay, so how much would this cost? And how he started to answer. I'm going, you're not listening to me. Okay. How much, so I did. The whole video is only 5 minutes and it only took 10 minutes to do. Oh, stop. Have some fun. Right. Thank you. Forgot. What's great news, Aldo? I'm on my way back from the ER with a prescription for Flagyl and cephalexin. And I got a tetanus shot for the cat bite and tested negative for COVID. That's good news. All right. That's good news. Hey, Grace, how are you? All right. So I'm trying to talk hubby into spending the pocket change stimulus on making more garden beds. You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'm actually going to grow pumpkins this year down by my apple trees. You know where there's that little place where it goes downhill towards the trees? Well, I'm gonna get Howie to put a raised bed, a double raised bed there, so that I can put pumpkins and have them grow down the hill. So just a really shallow bed, but with fresh dirt. And I'm going to, make it so that Gracie can't reach it. And I'm going to, because my garden was too small for them squashes last year and my Cinderella pumpkins and stuff. It was a lot of growing space wasted on very little product. So what I want to do is I want to give the pumpkins and squash room to grow and run. Absolutely keep going forward. I have plans, like I don't know if I was saying this yesterday or today, but I have plans on putting my studio downstairs. Yeah, it's going to mean me doing the stairs. My knees are screwed, but that's okay, right? Maybe I'll get a stair lift. I don't know. Maybe if Howie would just get another railing and attach it to the wall, I would have better gripability of getting up and down the stairs, right? See, you do need more. Well, no, because I had that pile of seeds you're good. That pile of seeds was hundreds of seeds. I guarantee I kept probably 100 seed packets for myself. And y'all, when I say 20 to 30 packets, I'm pretty sure it's 30 in every mug. There might be more, but it's at least a minimum of 25 because I just kept going 1, 2, 3. If I had 3 of anything, I went boom, boom, boom. 3 of this, boom, boom, boom. 3 of this, boom, boom, boom. Some stuff you're going to get doubles of. That's why I'm encouraging people. If you can't grow it, ask somebody on Facebook, do they need these kind of seeds? And yeah, I even put celery and stuff in there, right? I keep thinking I will fall. Well, I have a hand railing, but I end up pulling myself up. If I had one on both sides, I could go back. I could go down, right? And up. And if my studio is downstairs in Nan's old bedroom, right? We take the bed out of there, put it in the living room. I can get this desk. Howie can move this desk down there. He can run me a new internet cable, which would actually be pretty easy because he could go right down through. And I would have a whole blank wall for displays or, Freaky Friday, but it'll be quiet for me to work in the studio. I'll be 65 this year, and I refuse to not be all I can be each day, one day at a time. Absolutely, Mary Jane. I saved some seeds for the first time last year, hoping it gets better. I would learn to love to grow celery less. Watch my videos. Celery are very, very tiny. Hi, baby. Supper will be ready soon. It's on the wood stove. About an hour? Okay, darling, I'm doing my live stream, so don't walk by naked or pop in naked or anything. Oh, hi, Howie. Everyone's saying hi, Howie. I told everybody I did the tail light myself. Well, with your help, your guidance. And I've also told people I'm going to come out and work in the shop with you occasionally. If we were really just younger, if only our son Briar was interested. Thing is Briar always had an affinity for cars. He could tell by headlights a kilometer away what a car was, or half a kilometer away what a vehicle was. Tail lights, headlights, it didn't matter. He knew. And it's like, why don't you go to work in, just in the wash bay and stuff with Dad and work your way up like Dad did? Oh, no. Right? We tried to get him, yeah. Thing was, and he had the brain ability for cars like that, but it was like, no, right? Well, Jane, last night was New Year's Eve. And if anybody was here for the live Freaky Friday New Year's Eve, my hair got let down as I was letting you guys go. And I'm not going to tell you what I saw when I walked into my bedroom, but I turned the music back on. I've been feeling fine, baby. Come on, come on. Let's get on. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, good. We could. There's a lot of traditions that we could do without, but I didn't get date night on Christmas Eve because I didn't want to do the stairs. So I got date night on New Year's Eve. Come on, come on. Ow! Oh, off key. Wow! Let's get on. So, I don't know. We had some snow, but it's really wasn't all that much, you know. Hey, Avonlea Ann, how's it going? Somebody's here. And she wants...
What? Come here. Come here. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? You came here. Come here. Come on. You're not going to not... Oh, come on. Don't deprive everybody of your presents, Gracie. They all want to see you. There she is.
Now, your ears have been bugging you. Are they okay? Eh? Your ears been bugging you? Oh, yes. Gracie had to be told to go lay down on the other bed and look away. Seriously.
Yes. Yes. It's just something not for the baby.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Happy New Year. Oh, God. She's just not giving up. Listen to her breathe. She's not. Are you finally done? Are you finally done? Yes, your mommy baby. You're so old, so old. Happy New Year, Gracie. Gracie's going to be 5 years old next month.
5.
All right. Where you go, darling? Oh, you want your treat? Do you want your treat? Here. Mommy's going to have to order some more. There you go. Here you go. Sorry, guys. I get a little lost in the moment with Gracie sometimes. Hey, Furby! Snacking Cake! Terry White! We're the whole gang's here. Well, okay. Patricia Fury is not here, so... Hey, Laura Higgins, how's it going? Oh, yeah, Gracie's the baby. Oh, no, no, 5 for a boxer? Most boxers don't, their average lifespan is 9 to 10 years old. So for everyone thinks like, oh, the 7 year. No, it's different for different dogs. So she's probably midlife right now. I'm going to say she's about 35, 40, right? Our neighbors were shooting off mortars over our house. I was not okay with that. Why didn't you phone the police? You know, shoot guns off. My husband and I used to screw the old year and screw the old year out and new year in. Excuse my French. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right, now let's get. Hi, Corey C. Yes, some boxers, I've seen boxers live to 12, rarely past 12. So you were really, really lucky, Gigi. You were really, really lucky. Our Emma, we put her down at 9, right? So I'm 67. My dog is 12. We're both old girls. There you go, Ribby. There you go. Hey, Corey C. How are you? Hey, Mary Jane Weeds. Okay. Pay no attention to the woman behind the fan. Now, maybe they nipped my live stream from yesterday because we did talk about the C word. And we did talk about, finances and sensitive subjects, right? But the truth is, guys, it's going to be years and years and years before anything feels normal again. So what we have to do is we have to think ahead, right? Just because seeds are cheap now doesn't mean they're going to be cheap 6 months from now. Just because food prices are just creeping now doesn't mean they're not going to double later, right? So lifespan is 9 for them. Yeah, exactly. So Gracie's going to be 5 in February. I said her name. But she's also kind of torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. Loving both of you is breaking all the rules. She's laying in the hallway because Howie's in the bathroom and I'm in the office and she can't make up her mind. All I hear is Winnie the Pooh. Think, think, think. Hi, Rena. How's it going, sweetheart? The 11th. February the 11th. Now, that's a wild guess because we got her April 11th and she was 6 weeks old, but I really think she was only 6 weeks old. She was supposed to be 8 weeks old. I think she was only 6, but we say February 11th. So I did too, Yarn. Sharon! What's going on with Corey? What's going on, Corey? Back it up. Yeah, I bought another bag of rice yesterday when we went shopping. Dakota's birthday is February 11th. Who's Dakota? Hi, Kara Robbie. I lost our precious Pit at 15, December 18th. Oh, Kara. Oh, I want a pity. I would love a pity. But I think even a pity wouldn't be able to stand up to Gracie. All right, Mary Jane, take care. Excuse me, folks. You can't see me blowing my nose, right? Ow, ow. Jesus, I didn't know I had a fingernail. Ow, I hope I don't bleed my nose here. All right, Ralph, take care, sweetie. And you and your sister hug each other from me, okay? The big mortar's going off over my house or keeping me up. The firework display was nice, but still very loud. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I love you, sweetie. Dakota's birthday. Now, Terry, who is Dakota? Oh, my goodness. Well, that's Gracie's birthday. So she's going to be 5. My birthday is the 19th of February. I hope you will sing to me. Well, you know what? Briar's birthday is, Arthur's is the 16th and Briar's is the 20th. They were both due on the 20th, but now I have an Aquarius and a Pisces. But it's all... Okay, I missed something. My dad used to call my sister and I on our birthday and sing happy birthday. This will be my first year without that call. Well, hopefully we will be here and be singing happy birthday to you. As long as I can live stream, when I can live stream, no one never need be alone, especially on their birthday, right? So, yes, I'm doing the draw for... I'm doing the draw for the cups and the seeds and the book. I'm glad. I want to give an Afghan update. I will post pictures later on Facebook. It's looking gorgeous. Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. My friend girl just lost her refrigerator. Oh no. My dad used to, I need a Pisces in my life. Just me, the lonely Virgo. Howie's a Pisces. Apparently, I get along really well with Pisces men. Not so well with Pisces women. And I do. I mean, I get along really well with Pisces women, but we can't share space for very long. Does that make sense? Like my sister's a Pisces. My cousin Dee Dee's a Pisces. Right? We can only share space for so long. We're very similar in we're like dogs in a car. We're very territorial. None of us will be alone as long as we have here in the Facebook group. Absolutely. Um,
How are you using your phone in the shower?
oh, I don't want to know if you're having a poop, darling.
Hope everything comes out all right.
Sorry, that was a little more information than you guys needed. I thought if you signed the cookbooks, it would be a nice touch. Well, that will be up to the winner. If the winner wants me to sign the cookbook or put a little note in it, I will. I will personalize it, but I'm not going to do that if people don't want it, right? Like, you know what I mean? Scorpios. Oh, I fell in love with a couple of Scorpios. Isn't that? No, that's Cancer. I'm thinking that's Cancer. Scorpio. Scorpio's November, isn't it? Hey, Cooking Corner. Tina Carmichael, how are you, darling? It's just like home. Yeah, really, I know. November, okay, yeah. That was Doug. That was Psycho Rob. Yeah. Doug and I turned out to be very, very, very close friends. And the last time I saw Psycho Rob, it was before I met Howie. And he showed up at my house with a 6-pack of beer. And that was that. A friend called me and said, "Hi, how's it going?" I said, "Oh, Rob's here to visit." She said, "Psycho Rob?" I said, "Mm-hmm." She said, "I'm on my way over." And she burst in my door and said, "Hey, why aren't you dressed? We're going to dinner, remember?" So it was like she rescued me from that, right? Try living with a Leo. I don't know. Yes, we rule the zodiac. I'm an Aquarius, 51 on the 26th. January would love a birthday song. 26th of January. Okay, well, you know what? Folks, remind me when your birthday is. Go into the Connected Hearts when it's coming up on your birthday so that, or Terry will remind me. I'm getting to the point where I rely on Little Red like I did on Dallas. Humiliated through a Scorpio. Well, yeah. I don't want to get into my personal life of the past boyfriends. It's just not good. Can I order the cookbook and 30-ounce mug if I don't win? No, you can order the cookbook, but you can't order the 30-ounce mug because A, it was a special purchase just for the giveaway. And B, those mugs, I may just sign them too. You know why? Because they're defective. Well, they're not defective. They've got a mistake on them, which makes them nicely collectible, actually. Ellie Kelly, how are you, darling? Crazy Aries. My dad was an Aries. And Aries are only crazy. Aries is April, right? March, April? No, April, May. I don't know. Dad was at the end of March 22nd. And I believe that's Aries, isn't it? My daughter and I are both Leos. We love each other to the end of the world, but fight so hard at times. Well, see, that's Briar and I. Briar's a Pisces, but he's very close to the Aquarian cusp. His brother is Aquarian, and Arthur and I get along really well, except that he somehow times it feels like he wants to be the parent, whereas Briar and I, we would have explosive fights, but the love. It's not that I don't love both my sons. It's just they're totally different. polar opposites. They're only born 4 days apart in the Zodiac calendar, but they're just worlds apart. February 3rd. Really? We can get pretty cranky. Just saying, I'm a true Scorpio. Well, my one Scorpio boyfriend turned out to be gay, and the other Scorpio turned out to be a psycho. And I'm pretty sure I've had others, right? But I haven't swept yet. From right to left, really? April 24th, Aries. Well, what's March 22nd? Must attract a lot of Pisces and Aquarius. Wonder how many are like me, very introverted, one friend at a time. Bev, Sherry Leach, can you tell me what Patreon is? I'll do that better. I will show you my Patreon. I don't, it comes up as Cooking with Cannabis, but it's really Mrs. Wolfie's Corner. And I don't talk about it. I never even think about it. I just, it's just there. And the only thing that you get as a result of being a patron is, if you're not a Facebook lover, you can go to Patreon, you can pay $1 a month, and you will get notice of live streams anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour in advance. And whenever I have a giveaway on any of my channels, you get an entrance into, say, a giveaway. Just like if you give, like today, the giveaway is you give, your comment is your entry. But if you're a patron and you say your comment is, I'm a patron, you get that entry. And then I go back into Patreon and go, oh, you pledge $5 a month. You're going to get 5 extra entries. You could do a one-time donation to get your extra entries. All right. But you're more often than not, when you're a patron, you get, I ask only for the lowest amount, which is $1 a month. Okay. And that gives you all it gets you extra entries and gets you a notice of a live stream coming up on any one of my channels. Okay. That's all it is. I only did Patreon for the people who hated Facebook. All right, Sue. Taurus. Really? Then my dad was a Taurus, not an Aries. I tend to attract Geminis. Oh, they're all over the place around here. My mom was a Gemini and my dad was a Taurus. Talk about, it's like a relationship between Howie and I, the Capricorn and the Pisces, but it's a female Capricorn and a male Pisces. So, gotta run. Dennis is ready to go to the store to get kraut so I can get the pork started. Be blessed all. Happy New Year. Take care, Sue Bass. Do you know what I got when I was shopping yesterday? Did I tell you guys this? I got bangers. And does anybody not know what bangers are? Hey, Barb, how are you, darling? Bangers. Remember when I made... And my hubby is a Cancer. Together we make mud. Ooh. Aries is mid-March, mid-April. Thank you. So my dad was an Aries. Right. Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. I found at Food Basics, I found bangers. Remember when I made the Dublin Coddle? I was all ticked off because I had to use breakfast sausages. Because the only sausages I could find were like Oktoberfest, Italian, honey garlic. None of them were just bangers. Bangers are like a breakfast sausage, only they're big like an Oktoberfest sausage. I got the last 3 packets, and I paid $7 for 6 sausages, but I'll tell you something, I'm going to be able to get 2 meals out of each package because I'm going to make bangers and mash, and then I'll set aside 2 of the sausages for Dublin Coddle the next day. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make, and they're going to be expensive, but that's going to be home economics. I'm going to show you how I get I'm going to make bangers and mash, and then I'm going to show you how I get 2 meals out of the package of sausages. Being very sad over the watching. What are, if, okay, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shalimar. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's like I attract crazy cancers. Oh, a couple of Arthur's father was a cancer. Enough said. Really passionate relationship, totally incompatible emotionally, as mentally incompatible for each other. My B-day is May 11th. Hubby is November 20th. What are those? I used to be a Taurus. What does that even mean? So Pisces are bossy. Women Pisces are, in my experience, women Pisces have a tendency to be like, anybody watch Vikings? Lagertha. She would be a Pisces. That her character, I bet you dollars to donuts, is a Pisces. Women Pisces are extremely strong, forceful characters. Men Pisces have a tendency to be very strong but quiet. It's almost like it's hard for me to say. I thought the calendar changed. Hey, Marley, how's it going? Hey, Lee McLeod. So, Happy New Year's to you, Ahmad. How's it going? Some Lauren sausage is delicious. Scottish square patties, give it a go, Bev, please. I don't know what that means. Scottish square patties. Andrew, you're going to have to send me where I can get this stuff. Like, I mean, it's the first time I've ever found bangers. The last time I got it, sorry about that, folks. The call dropped, or the thing dropped. The last time I was able to buy what I consider bangers was at a butcher shop, or whenever I had a pig. Whenever I had a pig butchered before we butchered them ourselves, they'd say, what kind of sausage do you want? And I always got what we call farmer sausage, which is bangers, right? They're like a breakfast cancer. A breakfast cancer. I mean a breakfast sausage. I was looking at cancer. I was looking at Lacey Black's answer. So I'm a little off the wall here. Bangers and Mash reminds me of All Creatures Great and Small, the miniseries. Do you know what? I've read all his books. I loved James Herriot, even though that wasn't actually his name. I've read all his books. What I wouldn't give to have a butcher shop and a greengrocer's. Oh, really, eh? You know what, though? If you think about history, everything comes in cycles of 10 to 20 years. Fashion goes in cycles. It's been 20 years since, it's about 20 years since SARS, eh, dear? I mean, we've had these, cycles of things. Well, if you remember back when I started my YouTube channel, I mean, they were talking like they had a whole new categories for people that had pantries. They called them domestic terrorists. You could be a domestic terrorist if you have more than 2 weeks worth of food stockpiled in your home. Now, okay, you can't keep chickens. You can't. Well, I remember going and buying asparagus roots off an elderly lady, and she ripped me off. And I said, oh, I was talking to her while she was digging them up. And she said, I'd love to have chickens. I said, you can have chickens here. And she said, no, I can't. Because she's in La Pêche. And I said, how many acres you got here? She said, 5. I said, you don't need to ask anybody if you can have 5 chickens. But See, that's so they got over controlling about people. Remember, there was places where people were being charged because they were digging up their front lawns and putting in gardens. Well, homeowners associations and stuff got all out of the crazy woodwork for that. Well, now things are got circling back to where the governments are saying we can't look after you folks, right? Before the pandemic. Now, since the pandemic, they're getting to the point where it's like, okay, you know what? City bitty hen houses, if you've got a yard and a city, you can have 3 chickens, you just can't have a rooster as long as you have a yard in the city, right? I mean, they're saying, oh, back in World War One, they're saying keep 3 chickens in your yard. You'll have a stewed chicken for Sunday. You'll have eggs, and you'll have something to eat all your kitchen scraps. These were all things that were encouraged. And then we had my children's generation, or my generation, where almost a complete generation was lost of people learning how, children growing up learning about home economics, home canning, scratch cooking, all of these things. They wanted us to just go to the grocery store and buy groceries every day, right? It's like, no. So we've come full circle again, and the governments are now telling people, plant a garden, have a couple of chickens, all right? There's going to be food shortages, not just because of all the bull crap that got created by the pandemic, but also by massive, wildfires and droughts and floods and mudslides. And all these things have been going on. So the government's like, ooh, okay, you might want to start taking more care of yourself, right? One day I will have a greengrocers when I grow up. Bev, can I ask who draws your cartoon on your channel? You mean my emoji? They're called Bitmojis. Just look up Bitmoji. And you design it, right? I tried to do one for Howie, but it didn't look anything like him. But I mean, he said, at least yours looks like you. It's a Bitmoji. It's an emoji that you make and you design. You look at your own shape of your face, your hair color, your eye color, all those things. Well, you're welcome. No chickens in my, see, HOA, this is a thing. Homeowners associations, you would never, like me, condos, apartments, and homes with homeowners associations are all the same thing. One big trap of control where you think you own, but you're actually at the mercy of somebody else's idea of what's right and wrong for how you to live, for how you live. So no, I don't do homeowners associations. I don't do apartments. I don't do, I look at apartment buildings as sky rises, as zombie traps, literally. This is why Marley and Wolf Lake Family 5 are taught home economics. Absolutely. Bev, square slice is lovely. You should try it. I will look for the recipe to make homemade. Well, thank you, Rena. That would be wonderful. I'm praying that the fact that we have no HOA amongst a bunch of other neighbors that have them will make my home sell faster. Yeah, homeowners associations are it's one of those things where it's like a gated community, right? It's like a gated community where, you can only have your hedges so high. You can only have your fences so high. You can only have so many vehicles parked in your driveway. If a vehicle's parked in your driveway, you better be bloody licensed, insurance, and certified. You can't work on vehicles in your driveway. You can't dig up your front lawn and put a garden in. Blah, 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 blah. Who owns your house, man? Not you. Just saying. They fined me for a small storage unit. Exactly. We are zoned multi-use so we can have livestock or a business on our property. I'm pretty sure we're zoned agricultural, but because of our size, it's not agricultural, kind of. You pay for the right to ask permission. Exactly. Nuts. Meatloaf on the menu tonight. Marley has never had meatloaf? You're chitting me, right? And I did not say the SH word. I used CH. I want to live in zone boonies. That's why we moved here. When we went bankrupt, Howie said, okay, I want to decide where we're going to rent because we couldn't buy again because we just went bankrupt. And so he brought us to Wakefield and the prices were insane. My daughter used to tell me the home ec teachers how to actually cook, taught the teacher home ec. Well, I'm going to work on, I have to think about this. This is another reason why I like taking January off, is because I want to kind of build in my brain where the channel's going to go this year, right? I still want to do my gardening. Okay. I'm hoping Howie will be able to raise my beds one more tier if we can get some more pellet collars. Black-eyed peas and greens, corn and cornbread. Well, that sounds like a Southern New Year's dinner. Nuts, the American commander. Happy New Year, Vicky. You've never had meatloaf. Well, I'll tell you something. I bought 4 packages of, I was in Super C and I bought frozen ground meat, but it was frozen ground turkey. And there's four 1 pound packages and it was $10. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. I've sent you the Lauren recipe, Bev. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Well, you guys might want to email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com and give me home ec ideas. Give me ideas on what you'd like to see in a home ec video. And don't just tell me food videos. Okay, if you have something specific in mind that I could do a home ec video on. Oh, look at this. Nan's pajamas came. Nan's red silky Christmas pajamas. Her slippers still have not arrived, so they'll be going in the mail soon too. But you know what? I could come up with these ideas all by myself, but I'd rather get ideas from you guys about what you want to see. All right. I'm not doing any animals this year. It's gardening and home economics. And whether home economics means somebody saying, can you help me with my budget, and allowing me to do it all on video and give it and do that, or like to help people with their budget. Don't ask me about investments. I know dick about investments. I've got $700 in GIC somewhere and I still don't know why I did that. But I'm just going to let them keep rolling over, right? I want to show people. I have several different sewing machines. I need to get some of them repaired. I now have 4 sewing machines. One's a Singer, 2 are Sears Kenmore. I think one's a Singer, and one's a White. I don't know what they are, but they all operate slightly differently from each other. So I'd like to show some operating stuff for sewing. It's really hard when you don't have a cameraman. With the price of meats here in Calgary are stupid. Ground beef is $5 for 400 grams. Wow. My mom-in-law showed me, and now my mom is amazed. The year I had home economics, Hurricane Frederick tore up the building. I would love to know the economics of using a dehydrator. Well, it all depends on your hydro too. Right? When I say hydro, I mean your electric. Electric bills are different in different parts of the country here. I live in Quebec, where most of our electricity is hydroelectric dams and such. And it's a lot cheaper than Ontario's hydro, believe it or not. So I don't figure in my electric bill when I do my dehydrating. But I'll tell you something. The economics of dehydrating is in space saving, nutrient saving, because you can save a lot of stuff in a very small space, like if you're in an apartment or something, right? It saves more nutrients than canning. But there's some things I just like to can, right? So there's reasons why you don't put all your eggs in one basket, that you do can, you do dehydrate. I'm even looking into a freeze dryer. But what I need a freeze dryer for is beyond me, right? I just purchased 5 pounds of ground turkey for $1.99 a pound. Wasn't planning to purchase, but I always look. So purchased, cooked, drained, and rinsed, and now in the dehydrator. Oh, there's an idea. There's an idea. Would love sewing machine help. Sewing is my number one therapy, but the machine frustrates me. Hubby has to help me. Buffalo burgers. Buffalo. Bison. I fully agree with you about dehydrating. It's worth the cost of electricity for all the other benefits. Well, that's true too. And like I said, if you're an apartment dweller and you can't grow your own food, but you can take advantage of sales like Super C and Food Basics and No Frills and all those in season. Look for the cases of tomatoes for $6.99. Look for celery, 99 cents. So what if you didn't grow it yourself? If you can't grow it yourself, you can still do food preservation living in a small apartment, because with dehydrating, you can take one cupboard and it's an entire pantry, because you can dehydrate meat like hamburger. You can dehydrate all your vegetables. You can dehydrate broth. You can do all these things, and you can have one cupboard as an entire pantry for a single person. And you can make that go all year. I've done it, right? So I think home ec went out of style when women thought they had to wear dresses to vacuum, etc., right? Well, I took home ec because my father wouldn't teach me how to cook because he was still learning himself. Right? So I took home ec so I could learn how to run a sewing machine properly, which I still not sure I how to do. But I'll tell you something. I learned how to sew in home ec. I learned how to read a pattern in home ec. I learned how, oh God, and sometimes they'd make, orange juice and egg and milk and this shakes, right? But all they taught you was how to do stuff. They didn't really tell you the economics of cooking from scratch, right? So I'm going to start, now I'm going to remember that those 4 packages of turkey cost me $2.50 a piece for 1 pound of ground turkey. So I'm going to make sure that when I do that, when I do a video with that, you'll see, right? All right, so, well, that explains a lot, Furby, because I still wear a bra. If home economics went out, right, I'm going to check on the stew. Howard, will you check on the stew? It's on the wood stove. Use the egg lifter to stir it so nothing sticks to the bottom. And if it doesn't, if the potatoes aren't cooked, I'll put it on the stove. At least not for me, yield. Yeah, exactly, Stephen. I thought about the freeze dryer, but the thing is most of the stuff, you don't have to freeze it first, but it takes twice as long and a lot more electricity if you don't. So I look at the freeze dryer as, you know what, while I'm still canning and dehydrating, I got what I need, right? I got what I need. It's not the home ec from when we were taking it. Even the Girl Scouts have stopped teaching it. Wow. You made mozzarella sticks yesterday. Okay, so here's what I want from you guys. If you want me to do home economics videos, start emailing me with ideas on what you want to learn about, whether it's budgeting, okay? Budgeting is hard to do unless I have a framework of somebody giving it to me to do, okay? Whether it's buying fabric or making quilts, like you've seen me make quilts out of scraps, okay? I mean, all these things, seeds, right? Got all these seeds, so I'm sharing them. But if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I could go on my Facebook page and do a seed exchange. You know what I mean? These are all home economics, right? Whether or not you use the seeds that you find on sale, you might know somebody who will use them and you can exchange them, right? Santa brought you a food dehydrator. Oh, Lori, that's wonderful. Braided rugs from scraps. Yeah, I still have my loom downstairs. I still have to finish Mikey and Amanda's quilt. So, I mean, this is another reason I'm taking January off. But come February, you're going to start seeing more videos. But January is my month to rest, recover, and organize how I want to go forward from here for the new year, right? Buy one free meat sale and freeze. I made a room-size braided rug out of t-shirts. There you go. Happy New Year, Joyce Britt and Monica Sherman. Where's Vincent? Vincent Pellegrino. Exactly. So, when you shop, and the thing is freezing is not always the best way to store meat. Why? Because it's only good for like 6 months. I'm going to have to do some canning now. I'm going to have to do a bunch of canning because I got a whole bunch of meat in my freezer that, because whenever it goes on sale, I buy more. So the stuff from 6 months ago or older, I'm going to have to can up or cook up and make into freezer meals. Right? So there's all these things. So if you hear something I've said that makes sense and you want to see a video on it, email me at connectedheartsfamily, all one word, connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Really, Aldo? I wish I could show it. I'm very proud of it. Well, why don't you take pictures of it and put it on the Facebook page? Ken, how are you? The grumpy old witch. Hey, baby. Hello, Mama V. Howdy to all the Connected Hearts family. Been a while, so happy New Year's to everyone. Hope it's a happy and healthy and peaceful one. It's going to be exactly what we make it. Life is what you make it, right? I started a new journey today. I put my own taillight on my truck. Guess what? Yes, Howie stood there and filmed it. Yes, Howie told me what to do. But guess what? I learned something new today. And that means I'm still young. Because if you're still learning, you're still growing, right? So, I'm so glad, Ken. I'm so glad. Anyway, I have to go now. Are the potatoes cooked? Oh, okay. It's on the counter, sweetheart. The stew stirrer. Flipper egg thing. Chaos, I bought 2 rolls and love them. I did a little ritual ceremony at midnight last night, looking forward to a more positive new year. I had a little ritual of my own last night. Happy Camper Homestead. Bev, I'm 55, raising my 7-year-old granddaughter since she was 4. Now she helps can and dehydrate. Now she's learning to sew and crochet. I feel blessed to teach her, and she enjoys it. She learns, and I grow. Oh, see? Why do we have to look at life as we're getting older? We have to give up stuff. I'm looking at life now is that I'm growing and I'm learning new stuff. And therefore I rise, right? Okay, put it on the, just set it on the stove and put it on medium, but on the right side burners. Okay, well, if it... Okay, why don't you just figure it out and get it? Just put the lid on it then. Did you stir it? Yes. It's on the wood stove? Yes. Okay. Don't throw wood in the wood stove. I just put wood in. How long ago was that? About an hour ago. Oh. Don't bake me out of this household, man. My daughter is 33. At 33, just asked me to show her how to make bread. My cousin Marilyn, who's I think in her 70s, said to me, when I come up this summer, You're going to show me how to make bread. It's real easy. Okay? But it's one of those things where you actually need somebody to show you the texture and the dryness and stuff. So look at my basic bread video. But yeah, staying tuned in but getting off chat. I'm leaving anyway. Freezer meal, definitely want to see some videos on that. Yeah, guess what? I put Sam through his paces. I made noodles, I grated cheese, and I lost all the video. I accidentally deleted it. So I almost cried. Yes, she knew, but she had never actually done it. Watched me for years. Oh, that's awesome. Honey, do you know how many videos I have on bread making? I mean, I have a basic bread video that I did it by hand to show you how simple it was. Now when I make bread, it's going to be with Sam because my hands don't want to knead anymore. My hubby is the same way. More wood, more wood. Don't leave it all open and getting hot. Hey, Cool Motion. Happy New Year's from Las Vegas. I miss Las Vegas. I'm due for a visit to Las Vegas, but it'll be a couple of years. Because seriously, we talked about going to Bristol in 2022. It's either that trip or we build Daddy's shop. And I think if we build the shop, Bristol will be a much more realizable dream later on down the road, maybe the year after. Typical man, more wood. Yeah, seriously, right? All right, listen, folks, it's been over an hour. I have to go check on my stew. And I hope you enjoy tomorrow's video. Home economics. The home economics of doing some car repairs on your own. I did it. It was not that difficult. Got a new grater for my kitchen aid. Youngest won't let me use it because she is. Oh, that's okay, Brigitte. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, listen. For all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual hug, spiritual blessing, or some good energy for, until we meet again, right? Just because I say God or chief or whatever, it doesn't mean that you have to. Okay, you do you, I do me, and all we can do is share the similarities in our faith, and let's give each other a big old hug, right? Okay, so for all those who care to, let's take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, it's us. Happy New Year. God, I really want to say thank you because I woke up with hope in my heart this morning. Hope and purpose to make this new year a better year. I'm going to do my best not to complain about the things that are put in my path, God, but celebrate the way I handle them. A whole new year of me stepping on a new square and looking at things from a different angle. God, please help me help my friends and my family to be more proactive, be more positive, more frugal, more, I don't know, God. But God, when we link hearts and we link hands, we feel your love, we feel your strength, we feel your energy. And when we do that and it flows through us, we shine brighter for it. So thank you for that, God. And God, as always, we know that life is not black and white. It is dark and light. And it's always a constant battle for balance. Because like the two sides of a coin, you cannot have one without the other. So God, help us to link hearts, link hands, and shine to push back the darkness. Shine together with hope. And all those dark, negative beings in the universe, God, we just going to give them to you to deal with. All right? Because we just want to shine and help push back the darkness. And we'll give the darkness to you to deal with. Yeah, it's going to be a good year. Thank you, God. And shalom, namaste, blessed be, merry meet, peace be with you, whatever your salutation is. Whatever you believe, as long as it doesn't stop you from linking hearts and linking hands and shining with us, then it's all good, right? Take care. God bless. Happy New Year. And send me those ideas. All right? I love you guys. Don't ever forget that. Okay? Your life has value, or you wouldn't be here. Not just here, but on this planet. Right?